Hello and welcome everybody to Beyond Threats webinar. My name is Ron Thijssen, Manager Corporate Social Responsibility at Bleckmann, and today I want to tell you a little bit about our sustainable journey, where we started, how we did it, and where we are at this moment. First of all, we have been a part of the problem for many years. Since 1862, we have becoming more and more efficient in shipping out items, clothing, fashion. The statistics show that every second, the equivalent of a garbage truck full of fashion items is being burned or sent to landfill. And that is something that we want to change. Instead of being a part of the problem, we want to become a part of the solution. So years ago, we started with a department called Corporate Social Responsibility. And the first thing you want to do is, change the world. It's not going to be possible. What do you want to achieve? You want to be the best, the most sustainable company, but also that it's not a race, it's not a competition. So what we want to embody is to be recognized by our peers as a sustainable logistics service provider. But how do you do that? We started out with asking internally, what is important to us? What do we find important as a company? What do we have influence on? What has influence on us? So we simply asked our colleagues, rate these topics. And from those topics, then we get a chart, more like what's important, what's not important, or less important. I mean, everything is important, but it's all about choosing and making a balance. Second, we had discussions with our clients, stakeholders, NGOs, governments, banks, investors. What are they think is important to us? What is what we should be working on? So, we knew what's important for us, what Bleckmann employees thought was important. We knew what our stakeholders deemed to be important for us and for them as well. So putting those two together, you get call it the matrix. As you see on the graph, on the horizontal axis is what Bleckmann importance, and on the vertical axis is what's important to our stakeholders. So to get in line with each other, to work on important things that is important to both parties. And to make it more internationally recognizable, we also adapted the Sustainable Development Goals. Only 5, not all 17. I mean, there's only so much you can do in this world. And from that then, we got one stage deeper into the matter. And I say, we got your environment, you got your social, and you got your governance. What is, in those 3 pillars, what is the topic that we can work on? So where do you start? Well, first of all, you have to gather data, a lot of data. Because if you want to achieve a goal, you first have to know where you do stand. What is the current situation? So we started gathering information on our carbon emissions, on our waste, on our electricity usage, on all the different themes and topics, and built together with external parties, with suppliers of electricity, but also internally with our BI. We built several dashboards, at least to have an idea what is our position and what is the most critical that we can work on. It was not just our idea to start measuring. The European Union also came up with a brilliant idea called Corporate Social Responsibility Directive. What does it mean? Companies have to disclose information on non-financial topics. What have they an impact on and what has an impact on them? And that project we started in 2023 to be able to report at least in 26 according to those directives. Luckily, they shifted a little bit. It's now 2028 that we have to report. But this huge project, I may say, gave us an idea of what was really important in addition to what we already knew, but more on a double materiality analysis. So on these specific themes now is something that we're going to build on further to form our own corporate social responsibility strategy. Not waiting to another 2 years until we can disclose our information, but go ahead and make sure that we can report those things that are important to us and which we have to and can report on. So to conclude, at Bleckmann, sustainability is not just a commitment, it's a continuous journey. It's about an ambition to lead sustainable logistics. It's about carbon footprinting, reporting and reducing. It's about a commitment to circularity and waste reduction, but also sustainable driven innovation. And not to forget data-driven innovation. We started our journey 5-6 years ago, and we want to achieve to be at least recognized as one of the sustainable logistics service providers. Did we succeed? Well, we did win some prizes on those different teams, so I think we did. But it's a journey, and there's still a long way to go. Thank you for watching this webinar. My name is Ron Thijssen, and I hope to see you again in our next webinar Beyond Threats, where I'm going to tell you all about EU legislation in the fashion and lifestyle industry. Thank you very much.